Hey, how you doing there? Henry Olson here from Super Simple Guitar, and welcome to another Greenday lesson. I've been into Greenday lately. It was one of my childhood bands that I really love to listen to, and it's been cool just rediscovering some of their stuff, you know. So today I'm going to be teaching you another one of these legendary epic ones. I actually figured this one out on my own when I was learning guitar, just playing between these three chords. I kind of just picked it out. But today I'm going to be showing you kind of more detailed, like the exact way of playing it, and the chord progression, and a couple of different things that you can do with this drumming, you know. So without further ado, let's get in the close-up just real quick. Before we do, check out my free picture chord book, the PDF version that you can download totally for free. There's a link for that either above or below me. And also, if you become an all-access member, somebody's bang. Can you guys hear that? I'm not sure if you can hear that. Anyways, we're going to try to work around it. If you become an all-access member at Super Simple Guitar, I'll actually send you a physical copy straight to your doorstep as well. All right, let's get into the lesson. Welcome to the close-up. So the main chords that we're going to be using for the verse and for the intro, that nice thing that we all love, are the G major, which is just a normal G chord, the C add 9, which is very practical because it's just these two fingers hopping one string set down, and then the D major. Okay. And the main arpeggiating pattern that we're going to have on both the G and the C add 9 goes like this. So it's 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, and you're going to want to get that rhythm kind of down. 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. And I'm doing a down, down, up, down, up. You could choose to do it differently, but for me that works. That down, down, up, down. Okay, so. And this doesn't have to be totally perfect and consistent and clean. I'm kind of lucky now because I'm playing it pretty clean. But if you were to go 6, 4, then hit the second and third string together, and then do a 4, 3, that's also fine, right? Now I accidentally hit the first string, that's fine too, right? Any note that you hit within this chord is going to sound fine, all right? So we were playing 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. And now when we go to the next chord, which is the C add 9, the only thing that changes, and this is great news for us, is we're starting with a new bass note. So that's the 5th string now instead of the 6th string. So now it's going to just go 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, so now it's 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, so. And on the G, you play the pattern twice. On the C, you only play it once. So then you go down to a D. Okay, so the whole thing now, starting on G, 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, going down, 5, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. When you go to the D, we're going to play the D twice. D, D, 2, 3, 4, 3. So that's 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, so now we're just doubling that first note that we started with. Okay, so 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3. All right, so let me put in context for you really slowly here. So and you want to try to let them all ring out if you can. Now I played the 5th string 2 times, which you could also do. Okay, there's all kinds of different things you could do. But you want to try, if you can, to let those notes ring out after you've played them. Try not to mute them, right? And that's going to also make it sound really nice, okay? So that's the main thing. Of course, you're going to want to practice it slowly. 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 4, 2, 3. And then slowly try to build speed. Also, when you go for these bass notes, if you hit 2 of them at the same time, that's fine. So if you're going for this 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, if you hit the 6 and the 5th string, right, accidentally, or like on the D, I'll tend to do that very often, that's totally fine. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Give yourself the freedom to, you know, make mistakes, because the mistakes are going to sound good. That's the beautiful part of arpeggiating within a chord shape. All of the notes are going to sound good, okay? So that's the main intro, and that's also what happens when the vocals come in, all right? So he keeps doing that. He keeps doing that while he sings, which is a major challenge. Congratulations if you're able to do that one day. So I can't sing. I will never be able to do that. Anyways, so that's what happens. And then that's kind of part 1. So let me play the whole thing now in context for you, and then we're going to move on to part 2. Okay, so... Okay, so we're going to play that whole thing 2 times. I think in the original he plays it 3 times. Just listen to the song, you'll hear exactly how many times it happens. Then the next chords that come are E minor, to a D, to a C add 9 again, and then to a G. And this again, you could also arpeggiate using that same pattern. So, okay, so the same exact pattern that we used on the D, the same pattern that we used on the G, you could use it on E minor. So 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, right? And on the C add 9, of course, you can use the one that we used, okay? So you could either arpeggiate that, or you could just strum it. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay? Alright, so you could either arpeggiate those or you could strum it. And now on the G, I'm doing this little walk down thing that he doesn't do. So let me do it strumming now. So, when he goes to the G, he just kind of stays on the G. Down, down, up, down, up. Right? What I like to do is I go E minor to the D to the C. And then I'll do a... So I'll hit that G note, do a little down up, and I'm muting this note out because I'm kind of going for these higher notes when I strum. So then I'll go a fret further down, which is the 2nd fret, and I'll keep everything else in its place. Right, and then that walks me down to E minor. Listen to this. Hear that bass line? What I'm doing now is I'm kind of randomly just arpeggiating notes, which is what I really encourage you to do, especially when you're playing at such a high tempo. There's really not a lot of space for precision. So just keep that basic groove going, you know. Okay, so that's kind of the 2nd part that happens there. And then it goes into like the main, there's da 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 da. So that's just E minor, down, down, up, down, up, G. E minor to the G. E minor to the D. Okay, so that's kind of like the 3rd part, which is leading us into this really cool strummy guitar thing that he does. Okay, so E minor, da, 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 down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 down. It's kind of like this down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. And then it goes into this really cool epic strummy thing. So one more time, that's E minor to the G, to the E minor, to the G, to the E minor, to the D, and then this cool thing that happens. Okay, so the last part of the tune is this really cool strumming thing that happens, and it's kind of like he starts on a G, so let me try to slow that down for you. So these accents are important. This boom, bam, 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 bam. You know, I can't explain this in terms of play down, up, down, up. Just listen to it, try to play along with me, and listen for where these accents are and try to get it by ear, okay? The only way you can really get this is by ear, okay? Because there's just too much happening. So let me play it for you nice and slow, and then try to play along with me. And it doesn't have to be exact. It's really about, like I said, these boom. Something like that. Now you know the chords, you know kind of the basic boom, ba, ba, da, right? Gist of it. Try to get it by ear. So let me now put it all together for you so you can see how it all fits into context. I'm going to play it slowly, all right? So we're going to start with the picking arpeggio thing, then I'm going to play the whole thing, all right? So see, it's not perfect, it's not totally clean. E minor to the D, to the C. Third part. Now I think the second time around when he starts to sing again, instead of arpeggiating, you're just playing that same chord progression but a little bit more. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. All right. So those are the main pieces for you. Play with it, use your ear, you know, experiment, and I'm sure that you're going to have a lot of fun both playing along and also developing your own feel for, you know, strumming and for arpeggiating and just lots of cool elements of music. All right. Thanks for checking out this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Experiment with it. Any note that you play arpeggiated in any of these chords will sound fine, you know, so definitely make your own thing out of it as well, okay? Experiment with that and make music. That's the best part of making music, is experimenting and discovering new things. At least for me it is. All right, hope you liked it. I will see you in the next lesson very soon. Henry Olson here. Have a great day. Bye-bye.